How's it going, guys? Today we're taking a look at the Transformers movie masterpiece, whatever digit it is, Starscream from the Transformers 2007 film. And I am so happy I was able to get my hands on this figure. I just for a little backstory, a couple years back, I did a trade for a few figures I did a trade for a couple of figures, and the seller that I traded figures with, he reached out to me one day asking if I wanted two movie masterpiece toys. Because I did explain to the guy that I am an '07 and Bayverse fan in general. And he asked me if I was interested in these two MPMs. That being the movie masterpiece Bumblebee and a boxed, brand new in packaging movie masterpiece Starscream. And my eyes lit up. I was so excited when the guy said he had these two he's willing to give away to a Bayverse fan, or to a movie fan in general. And I did tell the guy I'm willing to give him at least something, but he just wanted these gone. And buddy saved me a couple $100, that's for sure. And it worked out so well too, because around the time I was trying to get my hands on a version of the movie masterpiece Starscream, because I was trying to find my definitive Starscream toy for the movies. And I remember seeing the KOs for this toy on AliExpress, and I was very tempted. I was very tempted until the guy reached out to me asking if I wanted the actual MPM toy. So that's just a little story how I got really lucky while trying to do a toy hunt. And for comparisons, we're just going to get them out of the way now. This is the ROTF Leader Class Starscream with the MPM-07 Starscream. I do remember Takara, I believe it was, made a repaint of this, being the '07 Starscream, and yeah, it looked pretty good at the time. But now that I have the MPM and the Leader Class, I at least have my two definitive ones for those two definitive movies. MPM Starscream for '07, Starscream for Hunt for the Decepticons / Revenge of the Fallen. And size-wise, they actually scale pretty well with each other as like scaled planes of the F-22 Raptor. I did notice that Starscream on the left here, the '07 version, is a bit more streamlined, or has a thinner profile almost compared to the Revenge of the Fallen Leader Class. I do not know if that's just my eyes playing tricks on me or what, but yeah, that's how he looks with that. We're also going to bring in the original '07 Starscream. And don't get me wrong, I will forever love this toy. I still do, and I do pick this up every now and then. I actually do play with my Starscream. And yeah, that's how it would look with the '07, the original '07 toy. Also have his Studio Series Voyager class, being the tattooed version. That's all I do have for Studio Series Starscream. And they look pretty good together. Smaller, obviously. I do also have the Revenge of the Fallen Voyager Starscream. This is the Dark of the Moon repaint. See how he looks together. We also have the Deluxe class Starscream for Dark of the Moon. It's a Papa and his baby jet. The Papa Jet and the Baby Jet. That's cute. And lastly, but not leastly, I do have the only other 07 Starscream in my entire collection. That being the ever so remembering, or the ever so popular, Fast Action Battlers. There he is against his chibi version. Oh, I love it. He does come with weapons. He has his chain gun that stores on his arm. In vehicle mode, we can store it in the front of the plane, i.e. underneath. Which, yeah, it works. If you know airplane or F-22 anomaly, or English is hard. If you know F-22s, their gun is like somewhere up here. I think this is it actually, this little bulge. It's either this bulge here, or it's on this side. It'd be this side here. This is where they would actually have the gun on the actual F-22. There's a little crease and divot right here. He also has his missile pincer right here, which can store on the left side of the plane. So right here, there's a little tab. You can slot it in like so. Same as his buzzsaw can go on the other side. And we can slot it in right there, if it'll go in. And it's a transformer, it's a plane, it's weapon storage. Nothing special. This is typical for MP or movie toy in general. I'm not going to complain about it. Transformation, I am not going to go step by step, just because it is a masterpiece toy. So let me just pull off his weapons here, and we'll start the fast forward, or the quick transformation video clip. There we go. And that is Starscream in his robot mode. And he's pretty cool. Just looking at the details right now, I just love how screen accurate this toy is. Just going all the way down, like head to toe. And I think that's why a lot of people buy MPM Starscream, was just for how accurate of a toy it can be. I know for the longest time people have had that correction. Let me actually bring it in right now. For the longest time, I know people have had this Starscream, and people have said this is their definitive movie Starscream toy. That was before they introduced the MPM. And this is the whole reason why I wanted the MPM so much. Because if I were to pull like a picture of Starscream from the movie and put it right there, you can see how one-to-one it is. And honestly, I love that. I know there's a lot of people that do not love the Dorito style of Starscream in this franchise, or at least in this universe. They do not like how he looks like a Dorito. And I do not. I can see it, but at the same time, I do not understand it. Like, to me, I see a alien that's trying to fit into a fighter jet on the planet Earth. And I'm not trying to be that, oh, people are just hating to hate. No, I am not doing that. I am not doing that at all. I love this thing. I love its design. And I love how accurate it is. Articulation is limited just due to the body proportions, Head is on a very tight swivel, but it can only go left. Oh my gosh. And, oh, I guess we can go all the way around. My bad. We can look up that far. We do have an opening jaw. Starscream! Arms can go all the way around if you push out his wing sections. Ugh. I can't talk apparently. If you push out his wing sections, the arms can go all the way around. Arms can go out that far. They can break his collarbone. He has a backwards butterfly joint, which, I mean, okay, whatever. And I know that is a very big critique for some people, is how he has it going backwards, while in 2009 they were able to get a forward butterfly joint with this design. You can get him into more poses, more like animalistic poses if you wanted to. Because in the movie or in the movies, I should say, he was animalistic. Does have a bicep swivel. And does have hand articulation, full wrist swivel. Our wrist can go up and down. Hey girl. I just had to. Hand is very articulated. All of his fingers are on individual joints. So if you ever really wanted to, you could give his 09 version the birdie. Smile for the birdie. I had to. Let's fix his arm there. We come down to his legs, no waist rotation, just due to how everything is put together there. His leg can go out that far. Has very dynamic knees. If you unpeg it, you can get a double knee joint. Then lower calf can go there and there. It does have a, I guess you could call that a foot swivel. But at the same time, he also has a ankle tilt there and there. It can go forwards, it can go barely any back. Actually, now that I think about it, it's not even pegged in. Give me 1 second. And I guess his heels are, he's got a bend at the heel, but that's also due to transformation. I just unpegged that ankle again. God dang it. And yeah, that's pretty much it for his articulation. The only other pieces I can really think of is obviously that backwards butterfly on both sides. And you can position his wings however you wish. You can pull them back, but that just looks weird, so I keep those front. And his thrusters here are also on a set of hinges, so you can get them in various like angles. There we go, that's the word I was looking for. So yeah, that is Starscream, fully transformed and articulated. For comparisons, we're going to bring in 09 Leader. That's how he looks with his counterpart. We have his original 07 toy right there. Studio Series, Voyager. Dark of the Moon Deluxe. Battler. And Revenge of the Fallen, Voyager. And that's how he looks with all of his other incarnations. If you wish to display him with his weapons, the way I like to do it, and I know this is how he is in the movie, you can take his chain gun, put it on his right forearm, okay, so he can go and downtown LA, start shooting who was it? Ironhide and Ratchet. Just bap, 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 bap. Okay. And on the other arm, we'll have to do a little bit of transformation. So we're going to just fold up his hand like so. All the way around. There we go. Fingers fold in. And then on this side, we can plug in his pincer rocket launchers. Like so. And he starts to fall on. There he is with his pincer rocket launchers, which is pretty neat. You can flip it around like he did in the movie after firing. Or, if you wanted to give it off, you can put his buzzsaw on the other hand, or on the same arm. And that's how he looks with his buzzsaw of doom. And if you don't want to have him equipped with his weapons, they can store on his back. Just go fold it up like so. Turning the robot around, he has 2 ports on the back here. So his buzzsaw can go on this side of his wing. So, and his pincer rocket launchers can go on this side, like so. And that's how it looks on his back. Other than that, there's nothing really much else to say. If you guys did enjoy the video, please let me know down in the comments. Anything I could do better, please let me know. And that's pretty much it. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.